This is CleanTV News. I'm Jerry McLaughlin reporting what's happening on Thursday, June 24th, 2010. News reporters, columnists, and bloggers are abuzz over Barack Obama's firing of General Stanley McChrystal as commander of the U.S. military in Afghanistan. This happened yesterday, of course, and he replaced him with General David Petraeus. As we reported yesterday by our CleanTV military and political analyst, Captain Jim Kinney of the U.S. Navy, General McChrystal was rightfully critical of Obama's rules of engagement in Afghanistan, saying American lives were needlessly being lost due to the misguided policies of Obama. Captain Kinney called upon General McChrystal not to apologize over his remarks and to be willing to be fired for taking a stand as a righteous martyr for his country. Well, he did just that, it appears. Actor Jon Voight of National Treasure fame has written an open letter to President Obama that was published in the Washington Times. Here is a summary of what he said. Dear President Obama, you are the first American president who has lied to both the Jewish people and the American people, saying that you would defend Israel, the only democratic state in the Middle East, against all their enemies. You have done just the opposite. You have propagandized Israel to look like they're everybody's enemy. And it has resonated throughout the whole world. You're putting Israel in harm's way, and you have promoted anti-Semitism throughout the world, while the underdogs that you defend are murderers and criminals who want Israel eradicated off the map. They don't even show Israel on the maps in a lot of these Muslim schools in the Middle East. They teach the kids it doesn't exist. They're a bunch of occupiers. They're criminals. They have no right to exist. And you're feeding fuel to those fires. Let me go back to reading. You have brought a civil war to Arizona, turning your backs on illegal citizens and defending criminals and illegals. Your destruction of this country may never be remedied, and we may never recover. I pray to God that you'll stop. It actually takes quite a lot of courage in liberal Hollywood to take a public stand like that. So we salute you, Jon Voight. Barack Obama is reportedly considering bypassing Congress altogether and ignoring the will of the United States citizens and the Constitution for that matter, and unilaterally, with a stroke of a pen, granting amnesty, full amnesty, to millions, maybe 10 or 12 million illegal aliens. Just like that. All of a sudden illegal, now they're legal. The picture on your screen is of a Los Angeles immigration rally. This shows only a small sliver of the number of illegals that Obama would like to legalize. First, we've reviewed a shocking internet video of Arizona Senator Jon Kyl claiming that the President of the United States, or poser of the United States, occupier of the Oval Office, depending on what you want to call him, has refused to secure our nation's borders without assurances of Republican support for sweeping immigration reform. Now, this smacks of Illinois pay-to-play politics. This is the very thing that's in the courtroom as we speak, the second week going into the former Blagojevich, governor of Illinois, trial. I mean, you can't do this. You can't hold your citizens hostage. You can't hold America hostage. Say, well, I refuse to secure the borders until you take my shakedown deal and you agree to make 12 million new Democratic voters. I mean, this is criminal. It's like gangster mentality. How does he get away with it? Why do we put up with it? Remember in November, by the way. Now, 8 GOP senators have united against Obama's plans to parole or defer deportation of millions of aliens illegally in the United States. Good for them. The Department of Homeland Security already has the authority to grant such stays of deportation on a case-by-case basis. But the Republican lawmakers fear a blanket amnesty that would let classes of illegal aliens to remain in the United States indefinitely. The senators admit that the immigration issue must be addressed, but they are asking Obama to go on the record opposing mass amnesty. So don't be surprised if one of these days Obama grants amnesty to millions of future Democrat voting U.S. citizens, quote unquote. Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's not. It's neither. It's not a plane. It's the newest Israeli spy satellite. Launched this week to keep an eye on Iran. Good idea. And other Middle Eastern threats to Israel's existence. This low-orbiting satellite, nicknamed OFEC 9, provides the IDF, or the Israeli Defense Forces, Space Command with an additional set of eyes on a target. The lead contractor on the project was Israel Aerospace Industries, and officials from the Defense Ministry's Research and Development Directorate in Israel claim that the payload features space-age photographic and surveillance equipment that will provide the Jewish state with, quote, unprecedented operational capacities. Whatever you read into that is up to you. Instead of letting his master take him for a walk, in our final story, it's about a dog named Tassie who decided to take his master for a drive in his truck. That's right. Unfortunately, when Tassie put the truck into gear, see Tassie jump through the window and hit the gear shift. Are you picturing this in the column? Boink. His master, Christopher Bishop of Florida, happened to be under the car checking for oil leaks. Well, he got more than he bargained for doing his own auto work. Mr. Bishop was run over and taken to that local hospital and treated for injuries. Fortunately, none of them were life-threatening.
This is Faith McLaughlin reporting from the CleanTV Chicago Bureau with a story co-written by Dan Zenoza. On Wednesday, secretly recorded FBI tapes played in the Rod Blagojevich corruption trial in Chicago indicated that then Illinois governor wanted a cabinet post in the Obama administration. As Governor Blagojevich had the power to fill the vacated Senate seat of President-elect Barack Obama. Blagojevich wanted a cabinet post, according to some of the 500 hours of federal wiretaps which were played in open court on Wednesday. The prosecution asserts Blagojevich was attempting to barter away his choice for Obama's former Senate seat in exchange for a cabinet post in the new Obama administration. Valerie Jarrett, a close advisor to Obama, who is now a major player in the current administration, would have been appointed to the Senate by Blagojevich, allegedly in return for the then governor receiving the cabinet appointment. Blagojevich is also accused of shaking down contributors to his campaign in exchange for appointing someone else to fill the vacated Senate seat. Democrat Speaker of the Illinois House of Representatives Michael Madigan first called for the impeachment of then Governor Rod Blagojevich, who is currently on trial for charges related to corruption for allegedly trying to sell the vacated Senate seat of then President-elect Barack Obama to the highest bidder. So why on earth is Michael Madigan, the man who called for Blago's impeachment, giving him a big old bear hug back in 2008? Madigan publicly stated in a 2008 news conference that Blagojevich was corrupt. Sounds schizoid. Oh, but it gets worse. Madigan not only supported Blagojevich's re-election bid, but he also actually was his campaign chairman. How could he do such a thing if he knew for years Blagojevich was corrupt? That's a question CleanTV Chicago Bureau reporter Dan Zenoza wanted answers. So, the news conference conducted in mid-December of 2008, Dan Zenoza boldly asked Speaker Madigan why he accepted the job of being Blagojevich's campaign chairman in his re-election bid merely months earlier, while knowing that Blagojevich was corrupt for so many years. And in front of numerous reporters, Madigan ignored the question. Zenoza asked Madigan, "So these charges are political in nature?" Madigan did not reply. The question was repeated by other reporters present in the state capitol building's press room. And once again, Madigan refused to respond. By the way, Madigan's call for Blagojevich's impeachment came after Blagojevich was arrested by federal agents at his Chicago home. The FBI had been secretly wiretaping the then Illinois governor, and some of these tapes are being used by the prosecution to prove their case against Blagojevich, who was eventually impeached by the Illinois General Assembly in January 2009. Some allege Blagojevich had run afoul of Democratic Party leaders, including Mike Madigan, Chicago Mayor Richard M. Daley. Daley wanted a casino on Chicago's lakefront, and Blagojevich had pledged in his first campaign for governor not to expand gambling in Illinois. Many believe due to the fact Blagojevich kept his promise and blocked Daley's attempt to secure a gambling license for the city of Chicago, Blagojevich had begun to draw the ire of Mayor Daley and the Chicago Democratic machine, known worldwide for their vote early, vote often philosophy that has frequently allowed even dead people to vote, and multiple times.
This concludes another edition of CleanTV Family Friendly News. Thank you for watching. I'm Jerry McLaughlin reporting.